Hey guys, welcome back to Ancestral Healing. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the topic of is the carnivore diet for everyone? So if you don't know by now, I've been on a animal-based diet for 3 years now. I started off full carnivore for the first 2 years, and then this last year I've been able to reintroduce a few fruits and vegetables, very few that I can handle in moderation. I have found tremendous health benefits doing the carnivore diet, maintaining a strict carnivore diet, and I wanted to make a video because I know a lot of people are curious as to whether or not they should try this diet. So I'm here to kind of give you guys a little bit of my opinion. This is not medical advice, it's just my opinion about who this diet is for. I believe that the carnivore diet is for people who are suffering from various health issues, specifically autoimmune conditions. There are actually over 100 autoimmune diseases, and scientists don't really know exactly how to cure them. They know little band-aid fixes like prescribing prescriptions, treatment, but nothing to really address the root cause. It's actually estimated that 50 million Americans have one or more autoimmune conditions, which is pretty messed up, and that's not even including all of the other countries. That's just the United States. I'm gonna name just a few of the over 100 autoimmune diseases, and these autoimmune conditions have actually been reversed by a carnivore diet. So I'm going to name them off my list. We've got Addison's disease, celiac disease, Graves' disease, Hashimoto's, multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, type 1 diabetes, yes, actually reversible with a carnivore diet, Crohn's disease, SIBO, psoriasis, IBS, vitiligo. So all of these plus many, many more have been reversed. I personally know people that have reversed autoimmune with an animal-based diet, going strictly carnivore. For example, my boyfriend Danny, he's reversed his celiac disease through a carnivore diet. I used to have some kind of psoriasis on my scalp. It's completely gone. It comes back when I eat something that's not from an animal. When I eat too much of it, it's like my body reacts immediately. My mom tried a carnivore diet for 2 weeks for her hip pain. She was scheduled to have a hip surgery, and she tried the carnivore diet, and within the first week she was off all pain medications and she was no longer limping. So these are real people, real stories. These are just to name a few, but if you look on the internet, you will see hundreds and thousands of stories of people who have literally reversed their autoimmune diseases. The thing is, many people, including myself, including my partner Daniel, we don't know that we have an autoimmune disease. Maybe we are undiagnosed, but we have symptoms. For example, if you have joint pain or swelling or abdominal or digestive issues, if you're feeling tired all the time, fatigued, if you have skin issues, like I mentioned before, eczema or psoriasis, or acne all over your body or on I used to have acne all over my neck. I used to have acne on my cheeks. Now I'll just get the occasional 1-2 pimple before my period. But to have acne all the time, to have skin issues, skin rashes, that is not normal. So a lot of these symptoms, we think they're normal because, everybody has them. If you have swollen glands, if you're highly irritable, if you have been experiencing insomnia, these are all symptoms of autoimmune diseases. If you have short period cycles or super painful periods, this could be a warning sign that you have an autoimmune condition. Itchy skin, hair loss. Hair loss is something that I dealt with. I can't even begin to tell you guys. I was losing my hair before I discovered the carnivore diet. I was practically going bald. So these are just a few symptoms, and to this day I don't know if I had an autoimmune condition. I don't know what it was. I was never properly diagnosed, but I'll get more into my story a little bit later. Right now, I'm just mentioning who I believe the carnivore diet is for. So definitely, if you have an autoimmune condition, I believe that this carnivore diet is the perfect elimination diet for you. The carnivore diet is also extremely beneficial for people looking to lower inflammation in their body and to lose weight. And also, it is extremely beneficial for people experiencing mental health concerns like anxiety and depression. I have come across and spoken to so many people who have literally stopped experiencing symptoms of anxiety and depression once eliminating all of the other foods, processed food, plants, which have plant toxins. If you're not aware of that, look it up. Plants have plant toxins. Not all plants are bad for us, and not all plants are going to be equally bad for every person, right? So it depends on the person. Some people may not do well with nightshades. Some people may be totally fine with tomatoes, which contain nightshades. Some people may not be fine with plants that contain oxalates, like spinach. Other people may be completely fine. So it's not a one size fits all, but a lot of people have noticed extreme mental health and other health benefits when eliminating all of the other foods and sticking to an animal-based diet. The carnivore diet can help treat and even cure autoimmune conditions because it removes the environmental factors that trigger autoimmune symptoms. These triggering factors are processed foods, the junk food, the fake food, the food made in the lab, additives in food, those ingredients that we do not understand, they're not natural, they're derived in a lab. And the last one is the one that many people really struggle to understand because we've been told our whole lives to prioritize this, that it's healthier, and that is plant foods. Plant foods are not necessarily good for us depending on how sick you are, depending on your age and what your body's been through, and they're not safe because plants contain plant toxins. Prior to discovering the carnivore diet, I had been prioritizing plants for at least 3 years of my life. I was not vegetarian or vegan, although I had tried to go down that route, but I was still prioritizing plants, and I felt sick, but I didn't feel sick enough that it was like alarming, and I actually thought that it was normal. I thought it was normal to be bloated. I thought it was normal to feel tired all the time. I thought it was normal to get sick often. And then the one thing that kind of triggered an alarm for me was that I was starting to lose my hair at a rapid rate. So it was a little bit of a shock to me when I came across the carnivore diet and I found out that many of my issues could be exacerbated by consuming plants. Eliminating plants from my diet challenged every single preconceived notion that I had about what it means to eat a healthy diet. But, I could not deny the stories of all of the people that I had been researching and looking online at in Facebook groups and Instagram. People were literally reversing autoimmune and mental health conditions by eliminating plants and processed food from their diet. So I found that fascinating, and then I decided to try it for myself for 30 days, as well as my partner Danny, and within 30 days, our lives improved drastically, so much so that it's year 3 now, and we prioritize an animal-based diet over everything else. And if you watch my other videos, I eat here and there a few vegetables, maybe once a month, nothing too crazy, because I do feel my best when I eat meat, and I actually start to feel unwell when I eat too many plants, too many fruits. So, it's very strange. It's all new to us, really. Like, I'm still researching it every day, and I'm baffled that what makes me feel good goes against the grain of everything that we've been taught. So to summarize this video, I definitely think that the carnivore diet is for people who are suffering from autoimmune conditions, from mental health challenges. And, I didn't really think that I was unhealthy. I felt pretty good. And any symptoms that myself or Daniel had, we thought they were normal, expected. We're in our mid-20s. Maybe we're supposed to get a little bit more tired. Allergies are normal. I don't know, I'm losing my hair, but I never thought in a million years that my symptoms, which I considered to just be a normal part of life, were associated with the food that I was eating. So, we quickly realized that everything had to do with our diet. And after 1 month of eating only animal-based foods, our lives and our health improved. So, it's very interesting to me because I thought that I was fine. And after doing a carnivore diet, I realized I wasn't, and that life could be so much better. I could thrive. I could really live to my fullest potential. So, if you feel like you're a healthy person and you have no issues, no health issues to resolve, then maybe your diet's fine. Maybe you're doing well and you don't need to try a carnivore diet. But if you are curious about it, I would highly recommend just doing it for 30 days. I actually recommend 90 days because the first 30 days is an adaptation phase, and then the second month, you're starting to really feel the benefits, and by the third month, you should be in the groove, and then you can decide if you want to try to reintroduce some plants and see if any of those plants were the problem, if any of those plants triggered any autoimmune responses in your body. But you'll only be able to tell when you completely eliminate everything and stick to a whole animal-based food diet. And I advocate always, if possible, for grass-fed, grass-finished. If you can't afford that, I would really try to get your organ meats, so like liver, heart, all of these extremely nutrient-dense, bioavailable cuts of meat. I would try to get those from a grass-fed, grass-finished source, and I would also try to get any super fatty cuts of meat from a grass-fed, grass-finished source, because that's where animals store their toxins, in the fat. And then if you want, you can get the leaner cuts of meat from a conventional source if that's what your budget allows for you to do. But I guess one last point, what diet would I recommend for everyone? I mean, I definitely don't think it's a one size fits all, but I do truly in my soul believe that we as humans need animal protein and animal fats. Our brain needs it to survive, our body needs it to be strong, we need it to function. And I think that my main point here is to, eat real food. If you're gonna eat vegetables, make sure you know where they're coming from, know the source. If you're gonna eat meat, same thing as well. So that's about it. That's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys on Friday with a new video, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy these other 2 videos on the screen. Bye guys!